Hello, hello. Are you ready to make this money? Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is LaShawn, and I'm glad you decided to join me here once again. And listen, if you're new here, take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But you know what? That's not enough. You also need to click that bell so that you're notified when I have these new videos. We trying to make this money. Okay, let's get on with the video today. Today we're going to be talking about personal loans and how to apply for a personal loan. And if you know these steps, then you can get the cash that you need. But we also looking for the best possible rate on this loan. Okay, so let's get started. I'll wait. Go get a piece of pen and a paper. Just kidding. Okay, let's get into this video. You gotta know the steps because you have to try to get this cash, but you also have to try for the best possible rate. Okay, now a personal loan is, just in case you don't really understand the difference between them, I'm gonna break it down, but we're gonna move pretty fast. A personal loan is money that you borrow for just about any purpose. It could be for anything, medical bills, I don't know, you gotta help your kid go to college, a vacation, you need a car. So a personal loan is just about any purpose. But you got to pay the money back, okay, including interest, and it's going to have to be paid in monthly installments over a period of time. Right now, it usually takes about 2 to 5 years for most personal loans, and they are unsecured, meaning that they are not backed by any type of collateral. So the interest that you pay is APR, is an expressed APR. And right now, the average APR on a personal loan is about 9.4%. And but it can range, really. It can range from anywhere from, I don't know, 7% to all the way up into 39%. It's really no set amount. Depends on your credit worthiness, and that's a whole nother video. Okay, so anyway, you can use a personal loan for any reason. Okay, you can use it for doctor bills, vacation, whatever, like we said. And you don't need any type of collateral. So that's another pro of this. So they basically unsecured, but they do have to be paid back. And the best personal loans will depend on your credit worthiness, your credit history, and why you need the loan. Okay, next. Let's move to the next phase, how to qualify for a personal loan. Okay, now this is important. There are many steps, and I just want to get to a couple of them. There are many steps to qualify for a personal loan. And the very first thing we need to talk about is finding the personal loan that is designed especially for you. It's got to be right for you. No explanation or nothing of that. It's got to work for you. For example, if you want to borrow money to buy a car, you may come with a lower interest rate. So you than somebody who would want to get a home equity loan. So the rates are different depending on what's right for you. So it's okay. Research. I just feel like I'd be wasting my time saying the same thing over and over. Everybody got their own brain, and I could tell you a million things, but just Google it. Just Google that one spot so we can keep flowing as we talk about how you can qualify for this loan. But also the average annual percentage rate on a personal loan with people with really good credit is about 11%, and that's for people with credit scores of 720 to 850. So you can use that as a scale. So also you need to decide how much money that you're going to borrow. Remember, this is your loan. So you have to decide how much you want to borrow and if this is the right time for you to borrow the money. A personal loan is a big thing, so you have to do your research. Okay, let's move on. Remember that when you borrow money, you don't just pay back the original amount of the money that you borrow. Okay. Except if you have a 0% card, and I've never had one, so I can't speak for that because I don't know anything about a 0% card. So I don't know. You have to pay interest rate when you borrow money. There's no reason to pay interest on money you don't need. So only borrow what you need. Only borrow what is necessary to get things done. On the other hand, if you borrow less than you need, you're going to be forced to turn to more expenses and more loan sources, and you'll wind up spending more money. So I know I said this, don't get too much, but if you get too less, that's even worse, people. You get that? Also, make sure you can afford the payments. Okay, that's something you need to think about. Once you decide how much you're going to borrow, make sure you can afford the payments. Come on, people. There is nothing worse than overextending yourself. And there's so many people that do that. They just trying to live like the people they see on Instagram. Okay, it ain't even possible. It's too much. They overextending themselves. So back to our story. So make sure you can afford the payments on the amount that you decide to borrow. This is your choice. There's nothing worse than overextending yourself financially. Okay, that's what we don't want to do. So what we're going to start by doing is checking our credit, because personal loans rely heavily on whatever your credit score is saying. Okay, so make sure you have an updated credit report from the 3 major reporting agencies. And I know that some of you know, so I'm going to just say the people who don't know, the 3 major credit reporting agencies are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So before you apply for that personal loan, check your credit report, an updated credit report before you apply. Okay? None of this, when you're doing all the checking, none of these actions, they call it, when you do the checks, these are called soft inquiries, so they won't impact your credit score. That only happens once you apply for the loan and that lender makes an inquiry. That's known as a hard inquiry. But when you're trying to just get your stuff in order, then those are called soft inquiries. Okay. Maybe I'll do a video about that in the future. Okay. But a lot of people don't know they can obtain a free credit report. Everybody can receive a free credit report from each of the major reporting agencies once a year. And all you have to do is visit annualcreditreport.com, and you can do that. Okay, enough of that, because we're getting off track. But you can find the right place to get the loan. I'm not sure which place you want to choose, the bank, the credit union, I don't know. You have to choose the place that's best for you, where you're going to get your loan. And I, from my own experience, the credit union qualification process is a little less intense than the banks, because I've dealt with Navy Federal Credit Union. So that's how I know. And the my interest rates were typically lower. So I don't know. I'm not sure. This will be your choice here. So you, again, do your research. Okay, so that's it. The last thing that we want to go over real quickly is getting pre-qualified. And a lot of people don't do this, but listen to me. This is the best way to go. Once you figure out which loans you're not eligible for, or which you are eligible for, you tend to get discouraged. Don't get discouraged, because many lenders offer pre-qualifications or pre-approved, and all of them use soft inquiries like we talked about. So pre-qualification does not guarantee you'll get the loan, but at least you'll be in a category and fit the general financial profile that the lender, So that's something to think about. Again, get pre-qualified, because when you get pre-qualified, it typically means that you fill out a shorter form online, those type of things. And we hope that you can get pre-qualified. So it's go through your information, go through the disclosures, And then when you get approved, when you get the pre-approval in the mail and you get that letter for pre-approval, check out the details and read everything. The loan amount, the APR, what your monthly payment will be, and the terms of the loan, the fees, the penalties, the type of interest. Is it unsecured? Is it secured? See, I'm getting all excited because it's a big process, but you can do it. That's it. That's all I got for you today. Remember, this is an easy process. You too can apply for a personal loan so you can get the cash that you need at the best possible rate. Have a good day, everybody. And don't forget to make that money